Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. I know I've been gone for about 3 weeks, I think. Yeah. I've been so busy attending to those who paid, those who registered for the mentorship program. My promise to them was to give them all my best, undivided attention, and to ensure that they live satisfied. And I'm so glad I was able to fulfill that promise and accomplish the mission that I set. But I'm back looking all good, looking all fresh. Sometimes we all need to take a step back and do one thing at a time. If you want to multitask, you want to do 1 million things at the same time, you wouldn't, believe me, be able to give your best to everything at the same time. And because I know this, I've been there before, I started practicing what we call the power of one, meaning doing a thing at a time, giving my best to a thing at a time. Anyways, guys, I am here to every one of you, my YouTube friends, and I am here so we can talk. This is not Clara just talking about or coming to teach something or show you guys something. I want us to talk. I want you to feel free with me today. Let's just make today's live stream very interactive. Come ask me your questions, questions related to job sponsorship, job offer, or relocation via a working permit. Come with those questions. Well, as you see the title of this live stream, it says the best countries with work sponsorship for 2026. There are still countries offering sponsorship. Sponsorship job opportunity is still ongoing. In fact, even the UK that have been going back and forth with their immigration policies, today they will say one thing, tomorrow they will say another thing. They still offer sponsorship as a matter of fact. And aside from the UK, there are other countries who has opened up varieties of pathways for international workers, both skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled workers. So let's talk about them today. Let's speak on them today. If you want to join me on screen, you can come on. I'm going to be sharing the link in the bit. But first of all, let me give a brief introduction on what a sponsored job means. So, a sponsored job basically means that an employer is standing in support of your application for you to come to a particular country to work. Now, a sponsored job could either be an employment based one or could be a self sponsorship. Okay, so we have two type of sponsorship: an employment based one where an employer basically do everything for you. Some would even go on to apply for your visa fee and everything for you, while a self sponsorship is you taking the burden of moving into that country, doing everything yourself, taking care of all the expenses for you to come into that country to work. So, today I've done my research in depth and I'll walk you through the best countries for work visa sponsorship that include relocation support and also allows your dependent to come. I'm going to be covering each country's their benefits and also their varieties of pathways. I'm streaming live today on TikTok and YouTube. So the first country here that I have and that I've made research on and that I've seen possibility where migrants, international workers could relocate via a job offer is Canada. Canada has a very strong skilled worker migration system and is well known for being a family friendly country in the sense that most Canadian pathway allows you to migrate with your dependents. Dependents commonly include spouse, your children, or partners under common law. Okay, they can join you in this case. In many cases, your spouse or your partner could get an open work permit. What is an open work permit? It means your spouse, your partner could come in with you to Canada based on a working sponsored visa and they get the opportunity to work in any role and occupation that they desire or that are skill and experiences fit in. So that is what we call open work permit. I love open work permit. This is because you're not tied to an employer. Okay, your spouse is not tied to any employer at all. They can work in varieties of sector. One thing I also love about Canada, the strength is its permanent residency. I mean, Canada is well known for being the most country that offer what we call PRO, permanent residency. Most of their skilled working visa leads to PRO. That is, if you come into Canada, in some cases with its working visa and via some pilot program or some streams, you could qualify for PRO way faster than when you go to other countries. So Canada for me is the top on my list. And if you can hear me, why not give this video a like? If you can hear me, give this video a like. Let me know you're following me, okay? Because I can see some of you here, but let's interact in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Canada. Is Canada part of your top country? Have you ever tried applying for Canada? And if you've been trying thus far, what's the feedback? Have you been successful? If you've been unsuccessful, let me know why. Could it be your CV? Could it be that you're not applying well? Could it be that you're not using the right job board? Let me know, and I will try my best to reply to those questions and give further guidance based on my research. And let me also know where you're watching from. I want to give a big shout out to every one of you. Thank you so much. I really do miss every one of you. Okay, I mean, 3 weeks away from YouTube was a lot for me as someone who is very consistent here, but I needed to take that break. So, Canada, Canada, Canada. What is the benefit moving to Canada? Like I said, your spouse gets open work permits. They may work for any employer of their choice. Your children can go to school. You get access to good health care, good quality of life. If things goes well with you and with the working pathway you came in through, you get a very good route to settlement. How does that pathway work? Number one, you secure a job offer or you qualify under a skilled worker program for example, maybe under the federal skilled worker program, what we call or the temporary, I think PTF or the temporary immigration pilot program. They have various pilot programs for those in various occupations, whether you are in the care field, healthcare sector, handy workman, engineering sector, finances, accounting. There's basically an amazing pathway for varieties of skilled migrants. Another benefit that comes with this is that includes your dependent under your application. You can easily include your dependent under your application. Dependent includes just spouse, partners, and children. Once the visa is granted, you move, work, your family moves with you. Okay, and guys, with Canada, they have varieties of job board you can use for your job application. I mean, just yesterday, I made a video talking about the job board in Canada. I'm going to be leaving the link to the video in the description box of this video. You have the Workopolis, you have Canadian Job Bank, and Canada Job Expo. You can also use Indeed Canada if you like. These are the hashtag job boards in Canada that you could use for your job application. Now, the next country on my list would be Australia. Why Australia? Australia is a high quality country with strong demand for skilled workers. There is varieties of pathways for skilled workers. You have the DAMA pathway, both Northern and Western DAMA. You have the accredited employer sponsored pathway. You have the temporary immigration sponsored pathway. There are various subclass visa which international workers could use to get a sponsorship job into the country. And many visas in Australia allows you to include your spouse and your dependent children in your application. Now, one of the fastest pathway to Australia is the subclass 491. It gives you the ability to come work and live in Canada in certain regional areas. So basically, if you're looking to move to Canada faster or more quicker in 2026, then the regional areas are your best bet. And the pathway for those regional areas is called subclass 491. I've also talked about the subclass 491 in a particular video. I will be leaving the link to that in the description box of this. The benefit include getting the working right to move to Australia as the main applicant. Your spouse, your children can typically be included. Possibility of applying for permanent residency after meeting conditions, e.g., either living, working in that particular area that they ask for. And it is a very amazing, excellent lifestyle. It gives you a good work-life balance in many places. How does the pathway work? Number one, you choose the correct skilled visa stream you want to come into. For example, maybe you want to come via the care visa, the subclass 482 visa, the regional skilled immigration program, and you also need to meet their age requirements, English language tests. Some pathway would ask you to do skill assessments. Some you will need to meet some certain points. Some you get their fit the occupational list criteria, that is, get a job from one of the occupational lists. And another pathway for this is mostly those in the temporary sectors, such as agriculture. They are also in high demand in Australia. If you are willing to go to regional areas, you may get faster paths. That is that is one thing I do know about Australia. So let me know if you've heard of Australia. Is Australia on your list? Have you tried any of the pathway? Let's leave the comment section very interactive. And for those watching me on YouTube and TikTok, thank you so much for joining me again. Please don't forget to give this video a like, and as you do, God bless. The next country on my list is United Kingdom. Some of you would beg to differ and say, Clara, United Kingdom should not be on your list. Oh my God, look at the immigration policies, the changes, the back and forth, back and forth. I think for the changes, it is we that is trying to make this complicated. It is some of us, content creators or something, carrying the news, exaggerating and trying to make it complicated. But if you sit down and read it on your own, you would see it is not as complicated as most people, deem it to be, in the sense that it basically gives you what they're trying to say. Not all pathway to UK is closed. Not every pathway to UK is closed, and not every one of them does not allow dependent. As a matter of fact, very much of them do allow dependent. I'm talking about the charity worker visa, creative visa, okay? I'm talking about the skilled worker visa, and even some occupation under the care worker visa still allows dependents. So you go make your own research, go to the UK government website called gov.co.uk, make your research in depthly. Please note I am not an immigration officer, I only give guide via job. But this is to let you know that UK still takes in international applicants. I mean, if you go on job board, if you go to the register of sponsor list, you contact some of the employers, they will still tell you that yes, there's an opening. You go to Indeed, you go to Glassdoor, you go to findajob.uk, you could still see visa sponsorship jobs there available. Now, one thing I do like about UK that I do loved, let me use loved, is that they have one of the fastest and simplest and straight to the point policy. Get a job offer from a UK licensed employer or an employer with a sponsorship license. Apply under the skilled worker route or similar. So it could be care worker route, could be the tier 5 temporary route, could even be the tier 2 route. Apply for one of them, include your dependent in your application. Okay, make sure that the application or the job you're applying for, you meet the salary threshold. Then move to the UK, work with your family, and usually it is a 5 years route to IARO, except that they bring in this their new law and rules they're trying to implement. But as of today, Eastern Stand, it is a 5 years to IARO as of today, being the 29th of October 2025, except it is being changed. Another one I do like, another country should be New Zealand. Now, New Zealand is quite similar to that of Australia. New Zealand, you could move in via either the green list row. The green list row allows you to come in via straight to permanent residency pathway, and under the green list row, you can even move in with dependent children up to the age of 24. So children who are even up to the age of 24 can move in with you to New Zealand under the green list row. So New Zealand also have pathways for teachers, engineers, and several occupations. So guys, please do note that immigration laws are ever changing, visa laws are ever changing. So what is being said today may not correspond as what may come out tomorrow. This is because it is always ever changing. So always do ensure to do your own research, do the in-depthly, okay, seek advice from professional solicitors or lawyers if you need to. Before you apply, remember always check current visa rules. They change. Make sure you meet job, skill, language, and salary requirements. You could include your dependents, spouse, children in your planning if you want to. Moving abroad involves more than visa. Okay, so ensure you check the country, cost of living, schooling, their culture, etc. All of this matters. Okay, so if you found this helpful, let me know in the comment section which of this country just listed you'll be going to. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about top European countries that are best for international workers to move to in 2026. I'm going to be discussing that. But thank you all for joining me. I don't want to make this video very lengthy. I wanted to put out a link whereby people can come and join me on screen, but honestly, I do not want to make this video lengthy so others could easily catch up and get benefit from it. But I've got good news to let you guys know that yes, we can now help you with your job application. We offer job application services in the sense that if you have been stressed with job application, you don't know the right portal to use, you don't know the right link to go to, you don't know the right job board to go to, then we offer such services right now. We could take up that stress from you and step in to apply for this job strategically before I bite my tongue, okay, professionally, and we use expertise guidance. We are a dedicated team specialized in sponsored job, and we're gonna use our expertise to navigate your job application. We do this job application for virtually all countries and all roles. So no matter the country you want to move to or you dream or aspire to go to via a working permit, no matter the job role or occupation you are into, the professional that you are, whether you are a skilled worker, semi-skilled worker, or unskilled worker, whether you are a care professional, you're not a care professional, you are engineer, you are in the finance department, teaching department, even hospitality department, we offer such services right now. So you're going to be getting personalized guidance, you're going to be getting CV vetting. We'll look at your CV, we see which country suits you and which one to match you with. We also offer interview preparation. That is when we apply for your job and you get interview, then we prep you for the interview because it is a different ball game from getting an interview and passing that interview. So we prep you for the interview to ensure that the sole purpose of you going for that interview is to get a job thereafter. So if you need our job application services, please feel free to contact me via my email. My email is called chiwendufred@gmail.com. Contact me via my email for that. All of the information is displayed on the screen for those who are interested to reach me for the job application services. Contact me, chiwendufred97@gmail.com. You can also use link in comment section to register for the job application services or just send a DM via Instagram called Clara Immigration. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wish you all the best. Remember, we have just 2 months to the close of the year. So keep pushing, keep applying. I mean, in my mentorship program, especially that of today, which I just did a few hours before coming on live here, I told them there is no shortcut to success. You need to put in the work, be dedicated to it, and put God also involved. I know people will call me crazy for always talking about God, but I believe it's not by work, not by hard work, not even by power, but by the special grace of God that makes everything equal. You will see a man who is very brilliant, very brainy, has all the experiences and everything. He may not get the job. Why? Because grace did not shine on his side. You will see another one who may not be so much as that one, but may still get it. Why? The grace makes the difference. But I also do not want you guys to just think, oh, just fold your hands and say, grace, grace, grace. I believe it works in hand. Don't leave one for another. Involve God, do the work, involve God. And once you do that, God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, will make sure and will bless the work of your hands. It will make it fruitful and it will grant you the desire of your heart. So thank you for joining me. Have a good day. For those on TikTok, use link in bio to book my services. Thank you. For those on YouTube, use link in description box to book my services if you need it. Thank you and goodbye. Bye.